Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow Tornates and toy collectors? This is Odie, known to you as Starscream 1988, and this is a Playmates, the movie Ninja Turtles for 2014, Michelangelo. Really happy to have gotten this. I got lucky enough to find a full set, and yeah, I was really happy. Now I have what, 7 different generations? Not the 7 generations, but 7 sets of different turtles. To add to my collection. There's a whole lot more still, especially if you get into like the wacky ones from the 80s, which are great. I really like those a lot, but I don't have a lot of those. I only have like the original set of 4. Then you have your 2002 or whatever year it was, and then all the other versions and whatever, and then the latest and whatever not. But yeah, this is really cool. So again, that's Michelangelo. We're starting off with him. Side of the package, no big deal. The other side, no big deal. And then the back of the package there. So it does show you a picture of all the 4 that have come out. I had a chance to get all of them. I kind of passed it up for now. I'm hoping to maybe later on. My thing is, for display purposes, I only do the 4 turtles. I usually do a couple foot soldiers. In terms of the Nickelodeon set, I purchased the Mousers. I bought a whole bunch of them too. So I'll show you that someday when I have my display up. But I don't do the April O'Neils. I don't do the Splinters even. I don't even do the Shredders. So I didn't want to like buy those for this set, and then the other sets don't look complete. If you kind of know what I mean. I kind of want to have the same theme going. Just 4 turtles, maybe a buddy or 2. Definitely foot soldiers and whatever not. So yeah, so that's my story on that. Kind of bring this forward so you can kind of read it for yourself if you like, and hopefully it'll focus right there. There you go. You can pause it if anything, but I think that's more than enough time for you to read. And yeah, so let's open them up, let's check them out, and let's see what they're all about. Okay, and we're back, and there he is out of the package. Pretty nice figure. I'm really digging these. I think they did a really nice job. There's a couple paint apps missing here and there, it seems, but I mean, you could actually do that yourself if you wanted to. And I may actually do a little bit of touch up. I'll probably use some of my Gundam markers, as Gundam markers seem to have some of the nice finer tips out there. There's obviously Copegs and better markers out there too, but Gundam markers is something that I kind of already have, so I could actually use that. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty nice. I like the scope a lot. Probably the only thing I don't like is the fact that they kind of cut into a lot of plastic just to, for example, have the straps. So I guess so they don't come out. I rather would have seen them sticking out a little bit, so it would have been a little bit more authentic. But instead, though, they kind of cut everything. So they kind of like they dig in. I don't know if that's how it's gonna look in the movie, where they're so tight on their bodies that it's been digging in through their shell for all these years or whatever. So who knows? Pretty nice touch on that sweater. It kind of gets in the way a little bit, and I'll show you that in a minute. But again, it looks really good though. The fact that you can tell it's a sweater and he has it tied up to the front of his pants and whatever not. And he's wearing some sort of I don't think they're jeans. There may be some type of like athletic leggings type of thing, like gym pants or something like that. So that's pretty cool. And then his sneakers, they're broken. He cut the front of his kicks, so his toes are more exposed. So I guess for better, like holding and whatever not. Kind of show you his face. They're nice and close. Pretty nice sculpt. Like again, they did a really nice job. That's what I was talking about, the shell, how it's kind of digging into their to the straps are digging into the shell. Nice texture too, which is pretty nice. I like the all the taping he has on his hand. A little bit, it seems to be like a brass knuckle type of thing maybe, and it's silver, so that's nice. It's a nice touch. So that's pretty cool. And he does have it on this hand too, as you can see there. So pretty nice. The articulations are a little bit tough, but I mean, I will show you. Because of the shell, you kind of have to move the hand a little bit, but still though, it's not a big deal. It does have in and out, or up and down I should say. On the elbow, it does rotate. It's a single hinge there. Pretty nice. And then his hand, unfortunately, is fixed, so they don't have any articulation on the hand. I don't know if you can kind of tell there, but that's actually like, it looks like a rose, like maybe like a rosary type of thing. So that's something you could probably paint just to kind of give it that better look. But I'll wait until the movie comes out and I see, you know, how they look in color, and maybe I'll decide if I'm gonna paint that later on. So this arm here, as you can see, he has an elbow strap there, an elbow guard, I should say. And there's the sweater. It is glued there, so I don't want to pull it so it doesn't rip. But so then in terms of the feet, again, because of the jacket or the sweater, I mean, it is movable, but it's a little tough to get his foot back there. But he can definitely move it forward, as you can see. Same thing with that one, a little bit limited though. And then their legs can turn 360. Has a decent knee joint there. And then the feet are also fixed, unfortunately. There's no ankle pivot, and there's no up or down on the toe. So I'm sure trick movement or what, not movement, but posing will be a little bit kind of strict. I mean, luckily they kind of already have a pose built into them where at least he's kind of, you know, has that ready to battle look. He includes, unfortunately, only one nunchuck. I would rather they would have given us two than just kind of giving us this. I always forget what they call this. If anybody out there knows, you can put it in the comments. Obviously, that'd be much appreciated. But yeah, it's kind of like a triple nunchuck type of thing, and obviously it's a lot longer. I could just cut this here, and he could have the super nunchucks on him where he could hold. But I probably won't mess with it. But yeah, so there's that extra weapon there. Oops, move the camera there. Just kicked it. Sorry. Hate when that happens. So anyway, yeah, his head also turns 360. As you can see, it's on a ball joint. You can take it out; it won't mess up the figure. As you can see, the necklace, it's silver in the front, which is great, but they just never finished it. So as you can see, the back there's just the color green there, and there seems to be another necklace right there. You could probably paint that if you wanted also. But it's still not too bad, and considering obviously it's going to be displayed this way, so you can't see the back of the necklace then. So I guess it doesn't really matter unless you have them for some reason posed like that. So at that point you would only see it then. Oh, sorry, I took him out of camera. But yeah, so it's not a bad figure. Sorry I don't have any of my turtles out to kind of show you this comparison. I do have one of the Nickelodeon whatchamacallit, foot soldiers here. Foot soldiers a little bit taller now in the cartoon. For the Nick, obviously foot soldiers are taller. I don't know how tall these guys are gonna be in the movie. I don't know if they're like, you know, giant. I don't know if even if April O'Neil will be taller than them, or if they'll be short or whatever. But for example, even like Raphael, he just looks huge. He looks humongous. He looks like he's 6 foot tall, but who knows? But yeah, so at least that kind of gives you an idea of their size comparison. So there you go. Yeah, there's not much more to say about these guys. I definitely think they're very, very cool. I definitely suggest you get them. If you're a Turtles fan like I am, I mean, then it's really you know, it's a no-brainer really, and they're, you know, pretty cheap price. Playmates is an awesome company. They've had this toy line now since obviously since an inception in the 80s, late 80s. And they've always been very fair price, and they give you pretty good quality. So yeah, definitely recommend these guys. So as always, guys, thank you for watching this quick little review here. Please rate, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for all the other 3 and a couple other guys that I did purchase, and I will be showing you comparisons with them as I open them and show them to you. All right, guys, peace. See you later.